Are you tired of being poor? Well, I've got the investment opportunity of a lifetime. CSGO skins. I know what you're thinking. Oh, I'm not investing in those pixels. Well, you're an idiot. Let me tell you why. These skins have outperformed every form of classical investment in the last 10 years. Don't believe me? Well, let's take a look at the charts. As you can see, CSGO skins only go up, with its closest competitors being crypto. But if you didn't get in early enough in crypto, you've been holding those coins to hell and back to see any sort of profit. With the S&P 500 being the second closest competitor, it still has its down points, but CSGO skins, they only see up. CSGO skins are seemingly unaffected by any of the global ongoings, which seem to not only affect, but dictate price action for these other forms of classical investment. Global ongoings being anything from a massive trade war to a country banning a company or a product. Only global ongoing that seems like it could affect CSGO is a country cracking down and banning Steam or the game. And with pretty much all the strictest countries having major esports teams in CSGO, that's not going to happen. So with the skin market having an evaluation of $4.75 billion in 2025, how come it's not being affected by these major global ongoings? Well, I think it's because of scarcity. We're not mining for skins all the time or discovering them new places. They're not being listed on exchanges all the time. They're only being released very infrequently by Valve through updates, operations, or new weapon cases through Valve. And after skins had its rotation through the game and the case is gone, it's gone. So let me explain a little bit better how you get skins and cases in the game. So if there's a new operation going on, you're going to be able to buy a pass, and there's going to be challenges and new games that you can play all the time that are going to give you drop opportunities and cases much more frequently than regular players. If it's just an update or regular case drop, there's going to be drops after every match, but you can only get one drop per week. This keeps the case prices pretty high during this time because they're so hard to get and everybody's opening them. If you got a case from a drop or you purchased from Marketplace, now you need a key to open it. It's about $250 US average from Steam. Now, once you've got that key, it's time to test your luck and see what you can get. While Steam doesn't explicitly disclose their drop rate, a Chinese lawsuit in 2019 determined that mil-spec drops have a 78% chance of dropping. Mil-specs have a 79.9% chance of dropping, while coverts are less than 1%. So now after the operation or the update's done or a new case drop is rolled out, those cases and skins are no longer dropping. That means the total quantity is locked for however many was released. So for the cases, that's the total amount of cases now for that operation, and they're only going to go down as people open them. And for the skins, they will go up slowly as people discover them within cases, but they are locked to that quantity. Now you're probably starting to see where the scarcity comes in. And on top of this, skins are just disappearing from the market all the time, with accounts either being lost or banned, and trade-up contracts. I could do a whole video on trade-up contracts and other metrics in the Steam market, but maybe that's for another time. So for right now, I'll just do a brief explanation of how they work. And skins are being burned from this pool all the time, with accounts either being lost or banned. So if somebody's been locked out of their account or they've been back banned, they're not able to trade their skins anymore, which means the total number of skins on the market is not going up. That being said, I should probably explain how the Steam market works a little bit more before I go any further. So each skin's price is determined by the amount of items listed at the current time and what they're listed for. The price for a skin is determined by the lowest listing value on the Steam market. So if there's only 5 listings and say one is at 220, the next one's at 500, 600, if somebody just buys the 220 and no one else is listing for that item, that item is now worth $500. So as more accounts are lost, banned, or people are doing trade-up contracts, which is what I'll cover next, this total amount listed on the Steam market is going to consistently go down. And some people are going to collect these or just forget to list them as time goes on, which means the value is only going to increase. So another huge factor removing skins from the marketplace is trade-up contracts. Now, as you might have noticed, this has had an effect on some mil-spec skins, driving the prices way up. So a trade-up contract is when you take 10 of the same rarity skins, put them into a contract, and burn all of them for one skin of the higher rarity. The inputs of the trade-up contract will determine what the output will be. Say you've got 10 skins from the breakout case, that means you're going to get a purple, if you've done a mil-spec, out of the breakout case. And the wear of each skin will also determine the wear of the output skin. There are trade-up contract simulators on the internet that are much better at explaining the probability of these than I am, and I'd suggest you go through them if you're ever planning to do a trade-up contract. But that means 10 skins per contract are being burned every single time. Now, I'd say that's probably removing more skins out of the market than these locked accounts or hacked accounts. So that being said, skins are coming out of the market all the time. Scarcity is always being driven with these CSGO skins. So just because the market as an average has gone up in CSGO doesn't mean every single skin has. It's all about the scarcity and how old they are. Don't forget that. These older collections are going to continue to outperform as more accounts are lost and these skins are burned. If you go take a look at some of these skins right now, there's none listed on the market. So you can kind of determine your own price for it. As more skins are bought and people hold on to them for longer, these prices are only going to continue to go up. This SSG candy apple that I've had for years used to be 50 cents. It's $15 now. Canadian dollars. Now, some of you might be thinking, scarcity alone isn't enough to just push value. And you're right, you need buyers and sellers to help push this market. Luckily, CSGO's seen a large increase of players over the last couple of years. While it was starting to trend downward with the release of Valorant and other games, with the announce of CS2, players at an all-time high, with new players coming in all the time. And with esports still constantly driving the game, it's definitely helping. On the flip side, we've also seen an increasing amount of people joining the investment space in the last 5 years. So how come that's not helping drive the prices up? Well, it is. There is more money in crypto and stocks than there was ever before, but there's more market traders and less smart money traders. With skins being a lot easier to just buy and hold, instead of playing futures or buying spot and stocks, it can lead to a lot more people losing money in one space than the other. You can see it on some of the smaller skins on the Steam market, but for somebody to control the price, they'd have to buy up all the skins or do a controlled buying and jack the prices up, which we've seen it happen, like I said, but it's pretty difficult to do on the Valve market. This has only helped CSGO skins steady increase over time as they're much harder to manipulate and they're so highly regulated. With the oversaturation of new meme coins and stocks in the market, there's always somewhere new for people to lose their money. Now, I'm not talking to you experienced traders. Obviously, if you know what you're doing, this market's gonna make you a lot of money. But I'm just talking about safe, steady investments. And if we're looking at the facts here, it looks like CSGO skins are the way to go. Now, I know you're still skeptical. You're thinking, oh, I'm not gonna buy those pixels. I'd rather buy gold or silver before I did that. So let's hammer home some cold hard numbers before we end it off. Now, CAGR stands for Compound Annual Growth Rate. Now, the exact market cap of CSGO skins in 2015 is a bit disputed. It's either in between 300 million to 1 billion. Pretty big ratio there. But we're going to average out its CAGR at 15.6%. It could be anywhere in between 22% and maybe about, I think, 14.4 it said. Gonna grab my paper so you know it's real. So let's compare that to boring old gold with a compound annual growth rate of only 10.2%. And that's if you bought it in 2015. Buying it anywhere since then, it's going to significantly lower that. And silver at a pathetic 7.7. And like I said, continuing to get lower year by year. And the S&P 500 at 11.2%. That's pretty good, right? So you thought. That's in 2015. Since then, we've seen highs of, at the most, 8%. Might be wrong there, don't quote me. But in the last 3 months, it has dipped like crazy, wiping out a whopping $1.5 trillion worth of value. Now, I shouldn't even be bringing this up because the slim few people who bought crypto in 2015, well, they don't really care about CSGO skins, or they love it and they've got a crazy portfolio. But since 2015, crypto is at a CAGR of 63.4%. But the same with gold, stocks, and everything else. Every single year, it continues to get smaller. 63.4%, now that's one I could definitely go for. If you have access to it, screw the skins, get a time machine, go back and buy Bitcoin. Buying crypto nowadays, good luck riding that roller coaster to try and see well, the paper's already gone. Good luck seeing that. God damn it. Good luck riding that roller coaster to see any profits. CSGO skins don't care about inflation, trade wars, none of that. They just keep going up no matter what. Fueled by scarcity, limited editions, and hype factor every new operation. They just keep going up. So while you're over there chasing stocks that crash when a politician sneezes, or meme coins that are getting rug pulled by kids younger than you, CSGO skins are sitting pretty, rising to the top. Hope you guys like this video. Something a little bit different today. Just happened to be checking my CSGO inventory and I was like, wow, these CSGO skins are definitely on a run, like normal. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys also play CSGO or just like collecting the skins. Or you think this is just a load of hogwash. And if there's anything else I missed in the video and you think I should have covered, let me know down in the comments. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, helps out a lot. Thanks for watching. I feel like that was so shit.